Hey there, ready to test your knowledge? DMV Permit Test 2026. Study this before you take the exam. Question 1. While driving in heavy city traffic, you need to quickly change lanes. Which steering method should you use to ensure control? A. Hand-to-hand steering with hands at 9 and 3 o'clock. B. Hand-over-hand steering with hands at 8 and 4 o'clock. C. One-hand steering with your hand at 12 o'clock. The correct answer is hand-to-hand steering with hands at 9 and 3 o'clock. Hand-to-hand steering, push-pull, is the preferred method for general driving as it prevents your hands from crossing over the steering wheel, reducing injury risk. Question 2. You are driving in a residential area and need to change lanes to pass a parked car. How should you signal your intention to change lanes? A. Signal for at least 100 feet before changing lanes. B. Signal only if another vehicle is approaching. C. Signal just as you begin to change lanes. The correct answer is signal for at least 100 feet before changing lanes. You must signal your intention to turn or change lanes at least 100 feet before doing so to alert other drivers. Question 3. You notice a car swerving into your lane on a busy highway. What should you do to avoid a collision? A. Use your horn to warn the driver. B. Speed up to pass the car quickly. C. Turn on your hazard lights. The correct answer is use your horn to warn the driver. Using your horn is a valid way to alert another driver who may not see you or is driving distractedly. Question 4. You are driving in heavy rain and have turned on your windshield wipers. What should you do with your headlights? A. Turn off your headlights. B. Turn on your high beam headlights. C. Turn on your low beam headlights. The correct answer is turn on your low beam headlights. California law requires that if you need to use your windshield wipers due to weather, you must also turn on your low beam headlights. Question 5. If you need to stop your vehicle on the side of the road and call for emergency roadside assistance, what should you do while waiting for help to arrive? A. Stand outside your vehicle to flag down other drivers. B. Stay in your vehicle with your seatbelt on. C. Walk to the nearest gas station for help. The correct answer is stay in your vehicle with your seatbelt on. It is safest to stay inside your vehicle with your seatbelt fastened while waiting for help to protect yourself from passing traffic. Question 6. You are driving on a road with a single solid yellow line on your side. What does this line indicate? A. You may pass a vehicle in front of you if there is enough space. B. You should not pass a vehicle in front of you. C. You can change lane anytime. The correct answer is you should not pass a vehicle in front of you. A solid yellow line on your side of the road indicates a no passing zone. Question 7. You see a lane marked by double solid white lines on the freeway. What should you do? A. Change lanes immediately. B. Stay in your current lane until the lines change. C. Cross the lines if you need to exit. The correct answer is stay in your current lane until the lines change. Double solid white lines indicate a lane barrier that you are prohibited from crossing. Question 8. You are approaching an intersection with a yield line made up of white triangles pointing toward your vehicle. What should you do? A. Stop immediately before the line. B. Yield to other traffic and proceed if safe. C. Ignore the line and continue driving. The correct answer is yield to other traffic and proceed if safe. This symbol represents a yield point. You must slow down or stop if necessary to yield to pedestrians or other traffic. Question 9. What is the purpose of the passing lane on a multi-lane road? A. To enter and exit traffic. B. To pass other vehicles. C. To make right turns only. The correct answer is to pass other vehicles. The left lane, often called the number 1 lane, is intended for passing other vehicles or faster moving traffic. Question 10. You are entering the freeway from an on-ramp. Which lane should you merge into? A. The left lane. B. The right lane. C. The center lane. The correct answer is the right lane. You typically merge into the rightmost lane, freeway traffic lane, when entering from an on-ramp. Question 11. You need to exit the freeway and are currently in the left lane. What should you do? A. Signal, check mirrors, and gradually move to the right lane when safe. B. Cross all lanes quickly without signaling. C. Stop in the left lane and wait for a gap in traffic. The correct answer is signal, check mirrors, and gradually move to the right lane when safe. You must change lanes one at a time, signaling and checking mirrors for each lane change, until you reach the exit lane. Question 12. How far can you legally drive in the center left turn lane? A. Up to 50 feet. B. Up to 100 feet. C. Up to 200 feet. The correct answer is up to 200 feet. You may drive in a center left turn lane for up to 200 feet while preparing for a left turn or after entering the road. Question 13. When are you required to use a turnout area or lane? A. When driving slowly and there are 5 or more vehicles behind you. B. When you need to make a left turn. C. When approaching a stop sign. The correct answer is when driving slowly and there are 5 or more vehicles behind you. Slower vehicles must use a turnout to let traffic pass if 5 or more vehicles are following them on a 2-lane road. Question 14. What is the primary purpose of bicycle lanes? A. To provide parking space for cars. B. To designate a safe area for bicyclists to ride. C. To allow vehicles to pass slower traffic. The correct answer is to designate a safe area for bicyclists to ride. Bicycle lanes are designated exclusively for cyclists to ensure their safety and separate them from motor vehicle traffic. Question 15. Can you turn right at a red light? A. Yes, after a complete stop and checking for oncoming traffic. B. No, you must wait for the green light. C. Yes, without stopping. The correct answer is yes, after a complete stop and checking for oncoming traffic. Unless posted otherwise, you may turn right on red after coming to a complete stop and yielding. Question 16. If there is a traffic light or sign on the right curb of a dedicated right turn lane, what must you do? A. Ignore the light or sign. B. Obey the light or sign. C. Stop only if other vehicles are present. The correct answer is obey the light or sign. Traffic signals and signs specifically placed for a turn lane control that lane and must be obeyed. Question 17. What should you do if there are pedestrians in the crosswalk when you are preparing to make a left turn? A. Honk to make them move faster. B. Yield and wait for them to cross. C. Turn quickly before they reach your lane. The correct answer is yield and wait for them to cross. Pedestrians have the right of way in crosswalks. You must wait for them to safely cross before turning. Question 18. Why should you never make a U-turn when you cannot see clearly for 200 feet in each direction? A. It is too dark. B. You might get lost. C. It is unsafe as you may not see oncoming traffic. The correct answer is it is unsafe as you may not see oncoming traffic. U-turns require a clear line of sight to ensure no other vehicles are approaching quickly. Question 19. How should you make a left turn from a two-way street onto a one-way street? A. Start from any lane and end in the right lane. B. Start from the lane closest to the middle of the street and end in any open lane. C. Start from the right lane and end in the left lane. The correct answer is start from the lane closest to the middle of the street and end in any open lane. Turn from the lane closest to the center divider into any safely open lane on the one-way street. Question 20. Why is it important to give yourself enough space and time to perform a braking maneuver? A. To save fuel. B. To ensure safe and controlled stopping. C. To avoid using the brakes. The correct answer is to ensure safe and controlled stopping. Leaving space ensures you can stop smoothly without skidding or being rear-ended. Question 21. When should you stop on an on-ramp? A. Always to check for oncoming traffic. B. Only if absolutely necessary. C. Never stop on an on-ramp. The correct answer is only if absolutely necessary. You should use the on-ramp to accelerate to freeway speed. Stopping creates a hazard unless traffic conditions require it. Question 22. What should you check for in your blind spots when merging? A. Only vehicles. B. Vehicles, motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians. C. Only large trucks. The correct answer is vehicles, motorcyclists, bicyclists, and pedestrians. Blind spots can hide smaller road users like motorcycles and bikes, not just cars. Question 23. When entering traffic from a full stop, what should you do first? A. Speed up immediately. B. Signal and leave enough space to get up to the speed of traffic. C. Honk to alert other drivers. The correct answer is signal and leave enough space to get up to the speed of traffic. You need a gap large enough to accelerate to the speed of traffic without forcing others to slow down. Question 24. Why is it important not to start across an intersection if your pathway is blocked? A. To avoid getting a ticket. B. To ensure you do not block the intersection. C. To save fuel. The correct answer is to ensure you do not block the intersection. Blocking an intersection, gridlock, prevents cross-traffic from moving and is illegal. Question 25. How should you handle an oncoming vehicle that has its turn signal on when you are about to turn left? A. Turn immediately. B. Assume the vehicle is turning just behind you and wait for it to start turning. C. Ignore the vehicle's signal and turn. The correct answer is assume the vehicle is turning just behind you and wait for it to start turning. Signals can be left on accidentally. Wait until you see the other driver actually committing to the turn. Question 26. What is the minimum distance you should avoid passing within when approaching an intersection, bridge, tunnel, or railroad crossing? A. 50 feet. B. 100 feet. C. 200 feet. The correct answer is 100 feet. Passing is unsafe within 100 feet of these hazards due to limited visibility. Question 27. What should you do if another vehicle signals that it wants to pass you? A. Speed up to prevent them from passing. B. Allow the vehicle to pass and maintain your lane position and speed. C. Move to the shoulder of the road. The correct answer is allow the vehicle to pass and maintain your lane position and speed. It is dangerous to speed up when being passed. Maintain speed or slow slightly to allow them to pass safely. Question 28. What should you do after parking and before exiting your vehicle? A. Turn off your vehicle and set the parking brake. B. Leave your signal on. C. Check your mirrors only. The correct answer is turn off your vehicle and set the parking brake. Setting the parking brake ensures the vehicle does not roll away. Question 29. Why is it important to signal your intention to park when parallel parking? A. To decorate your vehicle with lights. B. To inform other drivers of your intentions. C. To make parking easier. The correct answer is to inform other drivers of your intentions. Signaling warns drivers behind you that you are about to stop and reverse. Question 30. You need to back up in a straight line. What is the first step you should take? A. Signal your intentions to back up. B. Check traffic and appropriate blind spots. C. Begin backing up immediately. The correct answer is check traffic and appropriate blind spots. Always verify the area behind and around the vehicle is clear before putting the car in reverse. Question 31. How should you turn your front wheels when parking headed downhill? A. Turn your front wheels into the curb or right toward the side of the road. B. Turn your front wheels away from the curb. C. Leave your wheels straight. The correct answer is turn your front wheels into the curb or right toward the side of the road. Turning wheels toward the curb ensures that if the brakes fail, the car will roll into the curb and stop. Question 32. You see an open parking spot at a blue curb but do not have a special placard or license plate. What should you do? A. Park there temporarily. B. Find another parking spot. C. Park and leave a note explaining your situation. The correct answer is find another parking spot. Blue curbs are exclusively for persons with disabilities who display a valid placard. Question 33. You need to park near a fire hydrant. How far must you park from the fire hydrant? A. At least 5 feet away. B. At least 10 feet away. C. At least 15 feet away. The correct answer is at least 15 feet away. You must leave at least 15 feet of space for fire trucks to access the hydrant. Question 34. You need to stop on a freeway due to an emergency. What should you do after parking completely off the pavement? A. Get out of the vehicle and stand by the side of the road. B. Stay in your vehicle with the doors locked until help arrives. C. Leave your vehicle and find help. The correct answer is stay in your vehicle with the doors locked until help arrives. It is dangerous to be a pedestrian on a freeway. Stay inside with seatbelt on. Question 35. After stopping your vehicle during a law enforcement stop, what should you do next? A. Turn off your engine and get out of the vehicle. B. Remain inside your vehicle and turn off your radio. C. Call someone to inform them of the stop. The correct answer is remain inside your vehicle and turn off your radio. Stay inside, keep hands visible, and reduce distractions to ensure officer safety. Question 36. What should you do if an officer directs you to get out of your vehicle during a traffic stop? A. Remain in the vehicle and lock the doors. B. Comply and get out of the vehicle. C. Drive away quickly. The correct answer is comply and get out of the vehicle. You must comply with lawful orders from a police officer. Question 37. During a traffic stop, where should the passengers in your vehicle place their hands? A. In their pockets. B. In clear view, such as on their laps or on the dashboard. C. Under their seats. The correct answer is in clear view, such as on their laps or on the dashboard. Keeping hands visible assures the officer that no one is reaching for a weapon. Question 38. It is illegal for a person 21 years of age or older to drive with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, that is _______ or higher. A is 0.08%. B is 0.05%. C is 0.01%. D is 0.1%. The correct answer is 0.08%. For standard drivers over 21, 0.08% is the legal limit. Question 39. An officer asks you to unlock your phone during a traffic stop. What are your rights? A. Comply immediately without question. B. You can deny the request, though under certain circumstances, such as if you are on parole, you may have to comply. C. Ignore the request. The correct answer is you can deny the request, though under certain circumstances, such as if you are on parole, you may have to comply. You generally have the right to privacy on your phone, but specific legal conditions may waive this. Question 40. California's basic speed law says you must: A. Never drive faster than is safer for current conditions. B. Always drive at the posted speed limit. C. Drive 5 miles per hour over the limit. The correct answer is never drive faster than is safer for current conditions. The basic speed law overrides posted limits. You must adjust for weather and traffic. Question 41. Driving under the influence of any medication which impairs your driving is permitted. A. Under no circumstances. B. If you have a prescription. C. If traffic is light. The correct answer is under no circumstances. DUI applies to prescription and over-the-counter drugs that impair driving. Question 42. You may drive a motor vehicle in a bike lane. A. No more than 200 feet before making a right turn. B. Whenever traffic is heavy. C. To pass a slow vehicle. The correct answer is no more than 200 feet before making a right turn. You are allowed to enter the bike lane only to prepare for a turn, within the last 200 feet. Question 43. If your cell phone rings while you are driving and you do not have a hands-free device, you should: A. Answer it quickly. B. Let the call go to voicemail. C. Put it on speakerphone. The correct answer is let the call go to voicemail. It is illegal to hold a phone while driving. Let it go to voicemail. Question 44. A solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line means that vehicles A. Next to the broken line may pass. B. Next to the solid line may pass. C. On both sides may pass. The correct answer is next to the broken line may pass. The solid line indicates no passing, the broken line indicates passing is allowed for that side. Question 45. You want to park uphill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which direction do you turn your front wheels? A. Right, toward the side of the road. B. Left, toward the center. C. Straight. The correct answer is right, toward the side of the road. Without a curb, turn wheels toward the shoulder so the car rolls away from traffic if brakes fail. Question 46. You are involved in a minor collision at an intersection. There are no injuries and there is very little vehicle damage. You should A. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. B. Leave your vehicle where it is. C. Drive away immediately. The correct answer is move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. Moving out of traffic prevents secondary accidents and reduces congestion. Question 47. Smoking inside a vehicle with a person younger than 18 years of age is A. Illegal at all times. B. Allowed if windows are open. C. Allowed with parental consent. The correct answer is illegal at all times. It is a health violation and illegal to smoke in a car with a minor present. Question 48. If there is no crosswalk and you see a pedestrian crossing your lane, you should A. Stop and let the pedestrian finish crossing. B. Honk and drive around them. C. Speed up. The correct answer is stop and let the pedestrian finish crossing. Pedestrians have the right of way even if jaywalking. Question 49. You are driving on the freeway behind a large truck. You should drive A. Farther behind the truck than you would if following a passenger vehicle. B. Closer to the truck. C. In the truck's blind spot. The correct answer is farther behind the truck than you would if following a passenger vehicle. Large trucks have longer stopping distances and blind spots, give them extra room. Question 50. You must yield to a pedestrian using a white cane or guide dog. A. At all times. B. Only at crosswalks. C. Only when traffic is light. The correct answer is at all times. Blind pedestrians rely on sound and right-of-way laws, always yield. Question 51. To see vehicles in your blind spots, you should check A. Over your shoulders. B. Only your rearview mirror. C. Only your side mirrors. The correct answer is over your shoulders. Mirrors cannot see everything, a head check is required. Question 52. You are on the freeway and traffic is merging into your lane. You should A. Make room for the merging traffic, if possible. B. Speed up to block them. C. Maintain speed and ignore them. The correct answer is make room for the merging traffic, if possible. Courtesy and safety dictate adjusting your speed or lane to allow safe merging. Question 53. If a traffic signal light is not working, you must A. Stop, then proceed when safe. B. Slow down but do not stop. C. Treat it as a green light. The correct answer is stop, then proceed when safe. A blacked-out traffic light functions as a four-way stop sign. Question 54. Extra space in front of a large truck is needed for A. The truck driver to stop the vehicle. B. Other cars to merge. C. The truck to accelerate. The correct answer is the truck driver to stop the vehicle. If you cut off a truck, it may not be able to stop in time to avoid hitting you. Question 55. When passing another vehicle, it is safe to return to your lane if you A. See the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. B. Can see the driver. C. Have passed the vehicle's bumper. The correct answer is see the vehicle's headlights in your rearview mirror. Seeing the headlights in the rearview mirror confirms you have sufficient clearance. Question 56. You consent to take a chemical test for the alcohol content of your blood, breath, or urine. A. Whenever you drive in California. B. Only if you are drunk. C. Only if you are in an accident. The correct answer is whenever you drive in California. This is the implied consent law. By driving, you agree to testing if arrested for DUI. Question 57. When driving at night on a dimly lit street, you should A. Drive slowly enough that you can stop within the area illuminated by your headlights. B. Use high beams at all times. C. Drive fast to get home sooner. The correct answer is drive slowly enough that you can stop within the area illuminated by your headlights. You should never overdrive your headlights. Question 58. You may drive off the paved roadway to pass another vehicle. A. Under no circumstances. B. If the shoulder is wide enough. C. If the vehicle ahead is turning left. The correct answer is under no circumstances. Passing on the shoulder is illegal and dangerous. Question 59. You are approaching a railroad crossing with no warning devices and are unable to see 400 feet down the tracks in one direction. The speed limit is A. 15 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is 15 miles per hour. Blind intersections and railroad crossings have a 15 miles per hour limit. Question 60. When parking your vehicle parallel to the curb on a level street. A. Your wheels must be within 18 inches of the curb. B. Your wheels must be within 6 inches of the curb. C. Your wheels must be touching the curb. The correct answer is your wheels must be within 18 inches of the curb. Legal parallel parking requires being within 18 inches of the curb. Question 61. When you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A. At or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. B. Much slower than traffic. C. Faster than traffic. The correct answer is at or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. Merging at traffic speed prevents disrupting the flow. Question 62. To avoid last-minute moves, you should be looking down the road to where your vehicle will be in about A. 10 to 15 seconds. B. 5 to 10 seconds. C. 1 to 2 seconds. The correct answer is 10 to 15 seconds. Scanning ahead allows you to anticipate hazards. Question 63. You are about to make a left turn. You must signal continuously during the last _______ feet before the turn. A. 100. B. 50. C. 200. The correct answer is 100. 100 feet is the mandatory minimum distance for signaling a turn. Question 64. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit in a residential area is A. 25 miles per hour. B. 35 miles per hour. C. 15 miles per hour. The correct answer is 25 miles per hour. Residential zones are 25 miles per hour to protect residents and children. Question 65. If you are involved in a traffic collision, you are required to complete and submit a written report to the DMV. A. If there is property damage in excess of $1,000 or if there are any injuries. B. Only if someone dies. C. Only if you are at fault. The correct answer is if there is property damage in excess of $1,000 or if there are any injuries. Form State Route 1 must be filed if damages exceed $1,000 or anyone is injured. Question 66. You may not park your vehicle. A. Next to a red painted curb. B. Next to a green curb. C. Next to a white curb. The correct answer is next to a red painted curb. Red curbs indicate no stopping, standing, or parking. Question 67. Two sets of solid double yellow lines that are 2 or more feet apart. A. May not be crossed for any reason. B. May be crossed to enter a driveway. C. May be crossed to pass. The correct answer is may not be crossed for any reason. This marking is considered a solid wall or barrier. Question 68. You are driving on a freeway with a posted speed limit of 65 miles per hour. Traffic is traveling at 70 miles per hour. You may legally drive. A. No faster than 65 miles per hour. B. 70 miles per hour to keep up. C. Any speed safe for conditions. The correct answer is no faster than 65 miles per hour. You may never legally exceed the posted speed limit. Question 69. If you plan to pass another vehicle, you should A. Not assume the other driver will make space for you to return to your lane. B. Honk so they move over. C. Tailgate them first. The correct answer is not assume the other driver will make space for you to return to your lane. It is your responsibility to ensure the pass is safe. Question 70. A large truck is ahead of you and is turning right onto a street with 2 lanes in each direction. The truck A. May have to swing wide to complete the right turn. B. Will stay strictly in the right lane. C. Should not turn. The correct answer is may have to swing wide to complete the right turn. Trucks have a wide turning radius and often need to use adjacent lanes. Question 71. Always stop before crossing railroad tracks when A. There isn't room on the other side for you to completely cross the tracks. B. The train is 1 mile away. C. You are in a hurry. The correct answer is there isn't room on the other side for you to completely cross the tracks. Never stop on the tracks, wait until there is space to clear them. Question 72. You should use your horn when A. It may help prevent a collision. B. You are angry. C. To greet a friend. The correct answer is it may help prevent a collision. The horn is a safety warning device. Question 73. If you drive more slowly than the flow of traffic, you will most likely A. Interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. B. Be safer. C. Save gas. The correct answer is interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. Driving too slowly can impede traffic flow and cause accidents. Question 74. When changing lanes on a freeway, you should A. Signal for at least 5 seconds. B. Signal for 1 second. C. Not signal. The correct answer is signal for at least 5 seconds. Freeway speeds require longer warning times, 5 seconds. Question 75. Allow extra space in front of your vehicle when following A. Motorcycle. B. Sedan. C. SUV. The correct answer is motorcycle. Motorcycles can stop much faster than cars. Question 76. You must show proof of insurance to law enforcement. A. If you are involved in a collision or stopped for a citation. B. Only during vehicle registration. C. Never. The correct answer is if you are involved in a collision or stopped for a citation. Proof of financial responsibility is required when pulled over. Question 77. If you drive 55 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone, you can be given a speeding ticket. A. If the road or weather conditions require a slower speed. B. Under no circumstances. C. If you are passing. The correct answer is if the road or weather conditions require a slower speed. Per the basic speed law, you must slow down if conditions make the posted limit unsafe. Question 78. It is legal to drive with an alcoholic beverage container that has been opened only if the container is A. In the trunk. B. In the glove box. C. In the cup holder. The correct answer is in the trunk. Open containers must be stored where the driver and passengers cannot access them. Question 79. You want to turn left at an upcoming corner. Yield the right of way to A. All approaching vehicles. B. Only vehicles on your right. C. No one. The correct answer is all approaching vehicles. Left turns must yield to all oncoming traffic. Question 80. There is a vehicle stopped on the right shoulder of the road with its hazard lights on. You should A. Slow down and pass very carefully. B. Speed up to get past it. C. Honk your horn. The correct answer is slow down and pass very carefully. Move over if possible, or slow down significantly. Question 81. Before you change lanes, you should check your mirrors and A. Glance over your shoulder. B. Honk. C. Turn on your high beams. The correct answer is glance over your shoulder. The head check is critical to check the blind spot. Question 82. You want to park downhill on a two-way road and there is no curb. Which way do you turn your front wheels? A. Right, toward the side of the road. B. Left, toward the center. C. Straight. The correct answer is right, toward the side of the road. Turn wheels right so the car rolls off the road if brakes fail. Question 83. You want to pass a bicyclist in a narrow traffic lane when an oncoming vehicle is approaching. You should A. Slow down and let the vehicle pass you before you pass the bicyclist. B. Speed up and pass quickly. C. Drive between them. The correct answer is slow down and let the vehicle pass you before you pass the bicyclist. Do not squeeze between a bike and a car. Question 84. Always carefully look for motorcycles before you change lanes because A. Their small size can make them hard to see. B. They always speed. C. They don't signal. The correct answer is their small size can make them hard to see. Motorcycles easily hide in blind spots. Question 85. Drivers must use their seat belt. A. And failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. B. Only on freeways. C. Optional. The correct answer is and failure to do so will result in a traffic ticket. Seat belt use is mandatory for all drivers and passengers. Question 86. You should not start across an intersection if you know you will block the intersection when the light turns red. A. Under any circumstances. B. Unless you are in a hurry. C. Unless you are turning right. The correct answer is under any circumstances. Blocking an intersection is illegal. Question 87. A pedestrian starts to cross the street after the don't walk signal begins to flash. The pedestrian is in the middle of the street when your signal light changes to green. You should A. Wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding. B. Honk and proceed. C. Drive around them. The correct answer is wait until the pedestrian crosses the street before proceeding. You must yield to clearing traffic and pedestrians. Question 88. A vehicle suddenly cuts in front of you, creating a hazard. What should you do first? A. Take your foot off the gas pedal. B. Honk and scream. C. Brake hard immediately. The correct answer is take your foot off the gas pedal. Releasing the gas creates space and slows you down safely. Question 89. A safety zone is a specially marked area for passengers to get on or off of buses or trolleys. You may not drive through a safety zone. A. At any time for any reason. B. Unless no bus is present. C. Unless you are speeding. The correct answer is at any time for any reason. Safety zones are strictly for pedestrians. Question 90. A red arrow pointing to the right on a traffic light means you may A. Not turn in that direction until the light turns green. B. Turn right after stopping. C. Turn right with caution. The correct answer is not turn in that direction until the light turns green. A red arrow prohibits the turn entirely. Question 91. An orange and red triangular sign on a vehicle always means A. Slow-moving vehicle. B. Emergency vehicle. C. Construction vehicle. The correct answer is slow-moving vehicle. This emblem identifies vehicles that travel at 25 miles per hour or less. Question 92. You must yield the right-of-way to an emergency vehicle that is using its siren and flashing lights by A. Driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping. B. Stopping where you are. C. Speeding up. The correct answer is driving as closely to the right edge of the road as possible and stopping. Pull over to the right edge and stop to give them a clear path. Question 93. When a school bus is stopped on the road ahead to load or unload children, you must A. Come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. B. Slow down to 15 miles per hour. C. Pass if you are on the other side. The correct answer is come to a complete stop until the red lights stop flashing and the stop arm is withdrawn. You must stop for flashing red lights on a school bus. Question 94. You must look for bicyclists in the same lanes used by motor vehicles because they A. Are entitled to share the road with motor vehicles. B. Are dangerous. C. Ignore traffic laws. The correct answer is are entitled to share the road with motor vehicles. Bicycles have the same right to use the road as cars. Question 95. You may make a left turn on a red light only from A. One-way street onto a one-way street. B. Two-way street onto a one-way street. C. Two-way street onto a two-way street. The correct answer is one-way street onto a one-way street. This is the only exception for turning left on red. Question 96. When should you yield your legal right of way? A. Whenever it helps prevent collisions. B. Never. C. Only to police. The correct answer is whenever it helps prevent collisions. Safety always takes precedence to avoid accidents. Question 97. When may you legally drive around or under a railroad crossing gate? A. Never. B. If the train has passed. C. If you can't see a train. The correct answer is never. It is illegal and deadly to bypass active railroad gates. Question 98. If you are convicted of driving with an excessive blood alcohol concentration, BAC, you may be sentenced to serve A. Up to 6 months in jail. B. No jail time. C. Community service only. The correct answer is up to 6 months in jail. DUI carries potential jail time even for a first offense. Question 99. There are 2 traffic lanes moving in your direction. You are driving in the left lane and many vehicles are passing you on the right. If the driver behind you wishes to drive faster, you should A. Move into the right lane when it is safe. B. Stay in the left lane. C. Speed up significantly. The correct answer is move into the right lane when it is safe. Slower traffic must keep right. Question 100. While driving at night, a vehicle coming toward you has its high beams on, making it hard for you to see the road ahead. You should A. Look ahead toward the right edge of your lane. B. Flash your high beams. C. Close your eyes briefly. The correct answer is look ahead toward the right edge of your lane. Looking at the right edge line helps you stay in your lane. Question 101. You should increase the distance between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead when you A. Are being tailgated by another driver. B. Are driving slow. C. Are in a hurry. The correct answer is are being tailgated by another driver. Increasing the gap in front allows you to brake more gradually if tailgate. Question 102. Check your rearview mirrors. A. Often to see how traffic is moving behind you. B. Only when changing lanes. C. Never. The correct answer is often to see how traffic is moving behind you. Regular scanning keeps you aware of your surroundings. Question 103. At an uncontrolled intersection where you cannot see cross traffic until you are just about to enter the intersection, the speed limit is A. 15 miles per hour. B. 25 miles per hour. C. 20 miles per hour. The correct answer is 15 miles per hour. Blind intersections require a slow speed, 15 miles per hour. Question 104. If your vehicle starts to lose traction because of water on the road, you should A. Slow down gradually and not apply the brakes. B. Brake hard. C. Steer sharply. The correct answer is slow down gradually and not apply the brakes. This is hydroplaning, ease off the gas to regain control. Question 105. You are crossing an intersection and an emergency vehicle is approaching while using its siren and flashing lights. You should A. Continue through the intersection, pull to the right and stop. B. Stop in the middle of the intersection. C. Turn left immediately. The correct answer is continue through the intersection, pull to the right and stop. Never stop in an intersection, clear it first. Question 106. A peace officer is signaling for you to drive to the edge of the roadway. You decide to ignore the officer's warning and flee the scene. You are guilty of a misdemeanor and can be punished by being A. Jailed in the county jail for not more than 1 year. B. Fined only. C. Given a warning. The correct answer is jailed in the county jail for not more than 1 year. Evading a police officer is a serious offense carrying jail time. Question 107. The speed limit on a school zone where children are present is unless otherwise posted. A. 25 miles per hour. B. 15 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. The correct answer is 25 miles per hour. School zones are strictly 25 miles per hour when children are present. Question 108. It is illegal to leave a child age or younger alone in a vehicle. A. 6. B. 12. C. 10. The correct answer is 6. Caitlin's law prohibits leaving children 6 or under alone in a car. Question 109. When approaching a roundabout, you should always A. Decrease your speed. B. Speed up. C. Stop completely. The correct answer is decrease your speed. Roundabouts are designed for slow, flowing traffic. Question 110. When using a roundabout, drivers should A. Yield to traffic already in the roundabout. B. Enter immediately. C. Stop inside the roundabout. The correct answer is yield to traffic already in the roundabout. Traffic inside the circle has the right of way. Question 111. If you pass a school bus that is stopped with its red lights flashing, you will A. Be fined up to $1,000. B. Be given a warning. C. Lose your license immediately. The correct answer is be fined up to $1,000. Passing a stopped school bus is a major safety violation. Question 112. Placard abuse will result in A. Placard revocation, a fine, and / or jail time. B. A warning. C. A parking ticket only. The correct answer is placard revocation, a fine, and / or jail time. Misusing a disability placard is fraud. Question 113. Fines in a construction zone are A. Doubled. B. Tripled. C. The same as usual. The correct answer is doubled. Traffic fines are doubled in construction zones to protect workers. Question 114. California's move over law requires A. All vehicles to vacate lane closest to an emergency vehicle that is stopped with its lights flashing. B. Drivers to speed up. C. Drivers to stop. The correct answer is all vehicles to vacate lane closest to an emergency vehicle that is stopped with its lights flashing. You must move over a lane if safe, or slow down significantly. Question 115. If you hit an animal with your vehicle while driving on a California highway, you should A. Call the Humane Society. B. Leave the animal there. C. Take the animal home. The correct answer is call the Humane Society. Contact local animal control or the Humane Society. Question 116. Abandoning an animal on the highway may result in A. Jail time. B. A small fine. C. A warning. The correct answer is jail time. Animal abandonment is a criminal offense. Question 117. To prevent tailgating, drivers should follow the A. 3-second rule. B. 1-second rule. C. Bumper-to-bumper rule. The correct answer is 3-second rule. The 3-second rule ensures sufficient stopping distance. Question 118. If you come across livestock or other animals on the roadway, you should A. Slow down and stop. B. Honk at them. C. Drive around them quickly. The correct answer is slow down and stop. Animals are unpredictable, slow down and stop if safe. Question 119. You should turn on your headlights. A. 1/2 hour after sunset. B. At sunset. C. When it is dark. The correct answer is 1/2 hour after sunset. Legal requirement is 30 minutes after sunset to 30 minutes before sunrise. Question 120. What usually causes a locked wheel skid? A. Braking too hard at a fast speed. B. Turning too fast. C. Driving on ice. The correct answer is braking too hard at a fast speed. Panic braking locks the wheels, causing the vehicle to slide. Question 121. If a green arrow turns into a solid green light, you A. May still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. B. Must stop. C. Have the right of way. The correct answer is may still turn, but you must yield to oncoming traffic. The protected turn is over, you can still turn but must yield. Question 122. When making a right turn on a green light, you must A. Yield to pedestrians. B. Turn immediately. C. Stop and wait. The correct answer is yield to pedestrians. Pedestrians in the crosswalk have priority. Question 123. When you drive through an area where children playing, you should expect them A. To run out in front of you without looking. B. To stay on the sidewalk. C. To obey traffic laws. The correct answer is to run out in front of you without looking. Children are unpredictable, drive with extreme caution. Question 124. If you stop at a railroad crossing with more than one track. A. Wait to proceed until you have a clear view of all tracks. B. Proceed immediately after the train passes. C. Look only one way. The correct answer is wait to proceed until you have a clear view of all tracks. A second train may be coming on the other track. Question 125. While backing, you should A. Rely only on your mirrors. B. Flash your lights. C. Open your door to see if it is safe to proceed. D. Turn your head and look through the rear window. The correct answer is turn your head and look through the rear window. Looking physically out the rear window gives the best view of the path behind you.